he had to go do something. He asked me if I needed him to stay, but I shook my head.
I don't think anybody else is coming in.
He hesitated, but left, leaving me with Angel. I looked down on her and stared.
Shrieky motherfucker.
I may not have been able to save my first daughter, but I'm damn sure going to make sure Angel lives so she can have kids soon.
Ooh, nice stun.
Hey, I heard a joke yesterday. Anybody want to hear it?
Said that Phoenix didn't know she can have
Shoot
kids
it.
until she
Well,
the
there
hip.
was this one guy on this YouTube video. He asked this one señorita, "Hey, what's the weirdest thing that you ever done that you wouldn't tell nobody?" And she said she ate Oreos in water. She would dip them in water and eat them like that. And so there was a kid in the video they put in the background and said the reason why she had to eat the Oreos in water because her dad never came back with the milk.
You are needed here at the abattoir.
Oh,
Marcel
man.
said, making me sad.
That's sad.
That's funny, man.
Her dad never came back from what?
Her dad never came back with the milk. That's why she had to eat the Oreos in water.
Oh.
Nick didn't say anything.
Oh, shit.
He just stares at me with an unreadable expression
Making jokes about
before
people
looking
being a
down.
bastard is
Don't
tight.
even think about slowing down. I said, and he looked back up at me.
Oh, shit.
I looked back to Marcel. I can't be killed, Marcel. I said, but he just smirked.
Although on the offset, just so you know,
Oh, you ready?
all my stepkids' dads are bastards.
Well, no, bastard is only a kid that was born, and the father said, you know, fuck this, that bitch gave me herpes, I don't want to be around you, you little herpes ass
To
baby.
see everyone staring at Klaus as he breaks the chain.
You didn't hear me. Their dads aren't in their lives.
The dad's not in their lives.
I stood up and looked at him.
No.
You know?
All my stepkids.
We stared at each other
You
before
know what?
my
I've
hybrid
noticed
face came
something with
out.
all the kids that I got right around this motherfucker that I don't claim. They tend to love you more when you're not
He
around.
took that
Don't
time
ask
to
me how I
start
know
peeling
that.
off my
Wait a minute, I just told you. Never mind.
Take the coin. Rebecca said, and I used
Yep.
more
They
power to
love you
make
a
the
lot more
blood
when you ain't
flow.
around.
What? Marcel said, confused, and he got down on
Kane
both knees,
left.
holding
Yeah, I'm
his
ready,
face,
man.
head, his skin starts to sweat. Neither of them will stop till everyone is dead.
I didn't even know Kane was still in the
I
party.
heard
Who, me?
Marcel yell. Rebecca looked
No,
at me.
Kane.
with a
Oh,
face.
Kane, yeah.
He took a step towards
I
me
always
and was
confuse
about to
Kane
talk
and the other
but
guy. I always
used my
think
magic
Kane
to
and
stop him.
Red are the same
Feeling
people.
even more bloody, I magically
No.
pulled
I don't know, man. My
outside
brain's
of
fucked up like that.
Marcel looked at
Kane
me.
and Red have, or Red has he has the same name.
I say, Rebecca, it will not make me any less angry.
His Square Enix account and his PS account have the same name. Like mine.
I turned around and looked at her angry. That is no excuse for you to use me so Marcel can put Nick down. I said, my voice raising a bit as she stays quiet with her
Damn.
Then you stood there and watched him kill her. Made no effort to stop me. I said, and a tear flowed down her face. You betrayed me, Rebecca. I thought you
I
were
feel like
friends.
Bam Bam freaking big ass club.
Well, I hope you do because, like I said, this shit's like 8 levels fucking below me. Or above me.
Don't
You were
worry,
friends,
it's
you
going
would
to
have
beat up
killed
2
yourself
weeks.
after just I said with venom laced in my voice.
Yeah, they definitely beat me
I
in
turned
ass.
away and walked out the door. I came to a stop when Nick stood in front of me.
Oh!
Hey, come here.
He asked me,
Motherfucker.
I'm going back to my apartment. And you can't convince me otherwise. I told him and he looked down at me.
Bam, 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 bam.
I decided to be a bit bold because the adrenaline hasn't left my body yet. So I got up on my toes and gave Nick a kiss. What do you need? I asked her. I'm not sure why she is even here. I haven't said a word to her since me and Marcel rescued her from the harvest. Dude, I came to give this back to you. She told me and handed me my phone.
Oh,
I got
I made
your
it
fuck.
close and sticky for a nearby table.
don't worry about me. Like I said, I'm gonna keep
These guys
dropping.
can't harm me.
Can you say here to see
No,
me?
but I'm gonna keep dropping.
I said with this hopefully. The more I look in her eyes, the more I'm about to
They shoot those energy balls in vain.
I'm starting to feel this.
I take your fucking manager. I take your fucking mouth. Bam, bam. Bam! Hey, you got a pretty bad.
Yeah, red's muted.
That motherfucker just shot the power of religion at us. He shot across at us. Oh, you asshole! Stay still! Ah! Come here! Who else wants some of these votes? It's not wait, is that it? Nope, more again.
Fucking strategist.
Bam! 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 Bam!
You got one more.
Bam! Woo! Perfect dodge. Come on, side. Bam! Woo! How the rest of your ass? What we got here?
That was an
That
impressive
was bullshit. That's what that was. Pocket full of stones. Got a pocket full of stones. Fuck! Oh, I'm about to knock your ass off the stage. Drop my stage. Fucker.
items hidden.
What? What? Oh, you died. You died this one. Combo, son. Bam! Peekaboo! Bang! 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 Get out of here! God damn it! Trouble is
It seems like
so the gigantic ass thing I have on my back is
Honestly, I'm a
oh,
bit jealous.
I have to hold it down before I unleash the rat. Fuck! Like a pocket full of stuff. Like a pocket full. Hey man, you Mr. Fox!
Mm-hmm.
Yo, man, these guys are freaks!
This place makes me nervous. Almost as much as standing before the Emperor.
Bam! Bam! I think I'm on the blink.
God damn it! I cannot res.
That should finish that mission.
I'm back, gentlemen.
Alright, man.
Children,
Okay.
I'll help you. I said them walk back inside my home.
I actually got 180s off that. Weird.
I didn't hear her come inside, so I turn around to see she is glancing at the entrance and puts her hand against the invisible barrier.
I got the wolf mask.
Oh, right. Sorry. I spelled it so no supernatural or humans can come in. So, Davina, would you like to come in? I said, making her smile, and she finally gets through the door. So I'm going to keep to the vortex because I'm not sure how much power you contained after taking the 4 harvest spells from, and then there was your own power. I told her, and she nodded her head.
Alright, well,
I grabbed the claw and shreds and spilled all of the feathers in the middle between us. 5. Now I want you to lift a feather into the air. I told her. 1.
Why is somebody named Dragon Ball Z in this shit? Are they stupid?
Seems easy enough. She said, then a feather started to fly up in the air. Now try to lift them all up.
No, their profile's private too.
She did exactly like I told her to, and all the feathers floated.
The King Bobby one.
Dude, what will this teach me? Davina asked me. Do you notice how calm you are with this? I asked her, and she stayed quiet, also noticing how she felt when she lifted the feathers. Staying calm when practicing magic will get you so far you'll be able to do it fast if you wanted. I told her, and she smiled at me. Also, you might be able to do something like that. I said. It was silent for a while before Davina started to look around my room, and seeing every furniture was starting to float around us. She looked back at me to see that I am also sort of floating off the floor, and she smiled really hard. I stopped my magic and everything goes back to face. Her phone started to ring and she said she had to leave. I escorted her out my home before rethinking what just happened. I imagine this is what it felt like when you teach your little sister something new. Continue reading next part. Add. Vote. Washa_Aiken. February 18th. I see we're ripping a page out of Von Bloomberg. Reply. Hardy 8888. December 7th, 2021. Bonnie Style. 1 reply. Show more. Hate stories. Try premium. Language. Writers.
Where that Dragon Ball dude go?
Business. Jobs.
We on the quest right now.
Okay, gotcha.
Privacy. Accessibility. Help. Copyright since 2022. Chapter 22 by Miss Nixie _
The harvest.
Share. She doesn't have the hair. 6. The Italians call them the Yoruba in West Africa call the age, meaning mother. Where my mother was from, they called them hexa, and here we call them witch. Over the centuries, vampires have fought them and fought beside them, bedded them and burned them. Whether adversary or ally, they have been a force to be reckoned with. Their ancestral magic anchors the city. There's never been one all-powerful witch until Phoenix and now Davina. Elijah said as him, me, Haley, and Nick sit in a room at the abattoir. Who is now tucked in safe and sound down the hall under my protection. Nick said as he walks in the room. He points to the drawing of Elijah's ex, Celeste. Your Celeste was quite beautiful and a portent of evil according to the volatile artist in residence. Yes. Perhaps Davina's mistaken what she calls evil for power. Celeste was certainly powerful in her day, but she's been dead for 200 years. I don't understand why all these sketches now. Elijah said as he sit on a couch.
What was that?
What?
Nick said and took a seat beside me.
Sound like Roger Rabbit.
What the?
I said Nick and Elijah looked at me. I mean, Nick told
No, it's funny.
What if this Celeste did the same thing or something similar to Esther saving her body? I said, you might be right. You'll never know unless she shows things. Elijah said, we turned our heads to the stairs as we hear something break against a wall. Well, that's going well. Nick said, if poisoning her best friend or her love interest was your idea of getting her on your side, I think we need to have a serious talk. I said, 1. Oh. Are there any more inopportune deaths you'd like to wave in my face? Nick asked sarcastically.
Give me a month. I'll get you a list.
Give me a month. I'll get you a list. Elijah said something. Nick chuckles at the comment that made. I was laughing hard. I didn't even pay attention when Nick pushed me off the chair. 10. Another crash was heard from upstairs. Young, old, dead, or alive, witches are a pain in the ass. Nick said then he got up to go see what was going on upstairs. I took Angel out the bassinet that was in the room and went to go in a private room when everything around me started to shake. Everything started to fall and I rushed to the open area of the abattoir in case the ceiling collapsed on top of me and Angel. Tilda, Tilda, Tilda. Elijah has returned with Sophie so he can know what is going on and to why she's stolen Celeste remains. Though you have stolen the remains of the very person that Davina's been drawing for months. Would you care to explain this startling coincidence? Elijah asks Sophie as she stands in the center of the room. Sophie looks down at the drawing. I can't. I didn't even know who Celeste Du Bois was until Sophie got cut off by Davina screaming and then everything started to shake again. I held Angel close to me so nothing could fall on top of her and the 3 siblings just sit there and wait it out like it was the most normal thing that happened here. Was that Davina? Sophie asked. Charming little habit she's developed. Nick said from the minibar he was sitting at while he held his drink in his hand. And the earthquake I felt today? Sophie asked. Also Davina. I said. And she's taken to vomiting dirt. Rebecca said. Oh. We have a huge problem. I thought that we had more time, but we need to complete the harvest. Sophie said, at this point we might have to complete it. I don't want the 16-year to die, but if we don't do anything then she'll die anyway, and so will everyone in this city. Said the desperate witch conveniently. Nick said then took a sip of his drink. I'm serious. That earthquake you just felt, a preview of the disaster.
This guy's got a crazy name.
I'm sorry, man.
Sophie said.
I'm just on Twitter, and I'm looking at this thing about people talking about the NFT things and reading this one person comment about nobody told them the NFTs were bad, and so somebody made a comment, somebody said, I don't get why people enjoy the suffering of people they don't know. Now, dude replied to him, if a man gets shot, it's sad. If a man gets shot by an orangutan after giving said orangutan a gun, despite many people warning him that giving an orangutan a gun was a bad idea,
Yeah.
and he very smugly said that giving an orangutan a gun was actually a genius move, it's funny. That's what NFTs are like.
All that power is supposed to flow through each girl. When it gets to the fourth, the power
But yeah, he
flows
over-explained
through
the joke, so it's not really that funny.
Unit can't contain the power while also containing the power.
Alright, is anybody in the back here, man? I'm about to lose my mind looking at dumb shit online. What the fuck is a dog speed? There's a nigga named
Yeah, I
Dog
said it.
Speed on.
Yeah, I said he's got a crazy name.
What the fuck, man?
Next is wind, then it's water, and finally
Well,
fire.
there's a dog speed on me. You know there's gotta be a... Oh, for fuck's sake. He's one of the members.
One yet. I said, Nick lad to tell Father Kieran what is going on.
Hey, what's up?
Tell Davina what is happening to her.
Hey, what's up?
With Sophie, Elijah, and Marcel. I don't know why this group of people
Did you just start recently?
but they weren't lying about how they get resurrected.
Like the den of the phoenix. What keeps the planet spinning? A force from the beginning. We come too far. Damn, what is up with these matching errors all of a sudden?
Can you fix her?
So I can't join
Marcel
nobody.
asked me.
Motherfucker.
Last time she got saved. She was supposed to die and then resurrect back to life. I told him that he
Oh, no
still
wonder why
didn't
it's not
look
available
convinced.
anymore. Well, fuck my life.
This will not stop at the Earth side.
Time to fight the dragoon.
That's
The
alright.
Immortals will be the only ones to argue about it. Sophie said, strong wind was heard from outside. The doors to the windows started to swing back and forth as they bang against the abattoir. This kept going for a while before everything started to calm down. Convinced now? Sophie asked them. Continue reading next part. Add. New reading list. Vote. Share via email. Post to your profile. Report story. Recommendations.
You about got the first story completed.
Islamic story by Silent Screams.
After the Pantheon Gardens, you have the Electric
Fall
Realm.
down my face, but they quickly disappear as the rain washes them away. Plus, Marcel catches Davina before she... That won't bring her back, you know. Nick said making Marcel face us. Plus, this is your fault. Marcel confessed. This city was fine before. She would have died either way. I yelled at him and he looked at me. He didn't say anything as he looked into my eyes that I know for sure turned red because of his pride. Even if Klaus and the rest of the family had never came to New Orleans, Davina would still have died either way.
Oh god, I want that spear.
My condolences, the girl is gone.
You able to hear me?
Who is that?
I can hear you.
Dude, I got so upset.
I'm having to use the controller speaker because I don't know where my headset's at.
Oh, that sucks.
Me, why you brought me
I don't know who I just jumped in with. Something.
I am looking for an old friend of mine. Well, I wished you would have told me I would be in the
Yeah, we're fighting the dragoon.
My outfit is not like today.
No, you guys are doing stuff, so I just ran a quick match. Oh, I'm in Cloister. Holy shit.
Your charms don't work on me. I told him, but we both knew I was lying through my teeth when I said that. A blonde girl who was also walking around the woods stopped in front of us. Hello, Caroline. Nick greeted. 5. She had a good look at him. Who else? She said, still not noticing the time as well. I roll my eyes. You need to pay attention to your surroundings more. I could have killed you by now. I said, and that brings Caroline's attention to me. Phoenix fire. Pleasure. I said and held my hand out.
Doing God's work.
Caroline shakes her head and says,
Oh my god, not this again.
he greeted me. I literally just wished it was
Oh, this dragon's easy.
Damon informed me.
I got a bow this time, so at least I can hit him while he's flying.
Right.
So you're here to gloat over her thoughts to delight in the pleasure of 500 years of revenge. I roll my eyes at this. Kids, aren't you a I'm a hybrid. You're half
Let's see if
wearing.
anybody got a match started.
Scrunch my
Not a
face
damn
off.
thing.
You. I'm not one of those men. I said, and Nick gave me a look of offense. No offense. I said, and he rolled his eyes at me. I turned back to Caroline. I'm half witch, half
Mama be your
vampire.
mama,
Oh,
be your
this
mama,
is
be
a
your mama,
fucking
be your.
start.
I didn't make your fucking door in the
She asked.
Wow, I don't think I've run anything this low in a while. Oh! I fell off the butt.
Just like this abomination. I joked, making Caroline smile.
What the
I was
fuck?
born a witch 1,000 years ago. A plague hit my village and my parents wanted them to live, so they casted a spell on me, then killed me. It is very similar to Klaus' story. Well, it's interesting to know why you two are here. I have to go. He said, then again, wish away. Well, then perhaps you'd be more interested. That's how. Is he, did you? He's dead. I told her,
I'm going to go do something British.
your boyfriend, I'm going to assume, kidnapped you, my daughter, and Haley. I said with no regrets in my voice.
Let's see, what is this?
Caroline didn't really think anything after that, but she did wish away again, but this time we didn't follow. Right. No. You call Rebecca. You're going to have to talk to my sister one day, because I still feel the urge. Hilda killed it.
That my good
We
match?
stayed where Caroline was and she jumped at the sight of us. She kept walking slowly
Goddamn it,
and
no
Nick
question.
fell in secret. Don't you have a dying girl to go punish for all of it? I could be back home with my daughter by now. I complained, making Nick squeak my shoulder. It was nice meeting you, Caroline. I'm sorry for killing your ex-boyfriend, but you had it coming. I said, and me Nick left her and Hilda till we were almost out of the woods when Nick pulled my arm back and stopped. Can we be honest with each other for a second? I don't know. I took a step forward towards him. But since you want to be honest with each other, can you tell me where our relationship stands? Because I'm not sure if it's only me and I'm going crazy over a one-sided relationship, too. It is not one-sided. Nick said continue. No. One thing bit. Because I need to know before we're dealing with this serious.
You could watch the video if you want.
Nah, I hadn't watched any of the cutscenes.
He stared down at me. I was about to kill away when he grabbed my hips and pulled me against him.
Well, basically, that dragoon guy flew up into the sky and broke the sky with a spear.
Going up my spine.
Awesome.
There.
So there's a whole other realm up there. You'll have some people to talk to.
Oh, my head. My brain, it hurts.
I got a legendary. At least let me the grind list. Bad. I still got a while for the platinum.
It's mostly just getting a certain amount of kills with each weapon, each type.
33.
I'm getting major flashbacks right now. This fucking has happened before.
Lord Sid, sorry dude, you're coming this way.
Yeah, this has definitely happened before. Dude, this is like a freaking, I'm having deja vu. This shit's happened before, man. Oh, what the hell? Oh, hell. Oh, there we go. Hello. Got to go drink some blood. Oh shit, I'm pressing square trying to get in the room and I'm already in the room. Oh, there's an old mine on the Mississippi.
There you go, kid.
That's the. Oh, you ready to go?
No, nobody was in the room, so I did a random. Some low kid, Lord Sid. He's still in like the very first area.
Got to know something, but don't say nothing at
Uh-oh. I think there may be a treasure near here.
There's a treasure nearby? Did she say
If
treasure?
we're all prepared, then let's go.
Ah! Hold on, I'm coming. Ah, shit. Oh no. The dildo function of the fucking goddamn PS4 controller just activated on its own.
What did I get? What is that, a frame?
Oh, is there treasure? Treasure. Oh. Damn. Damn. Oh, I got cover that. Thank you. This guy was getting smacked like a motherfucker with this giant ass piece of meat. Nothing was happening. Nothing I could do.
Oh, the fucking daily's not gonna reset?
At noon.
Oh, it's only 10. Oh, it feels later. Oh, I think I got that kid his first 2 platinums.
Platinum! Oh, watch out, man.
Dude,
Oh.
It says text notification.
Wow, there's like a level 1. We got a level 1 in the room.
I'm sorry, man. What the hell? That's a lot of electricity. Oh shit! Come here, good boy. Let the guys go. How many times can you possibly knock somebody into the sky, man?
Hydro.
You just tell me someone knocked him into the sky and nothing happened. Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
How? What can I obviously I can't run my skirmishers and get gear at my level.
Oh man, see, let me fix this motherfucker.
And I can't craft anything
Yes, you can.
that'll bring me up.
Yeah, I had to try to finish the second story.
Right. I'm almost done with it. I've got one left where I'm at, but it's 152. There's no way I can run it by myself. My gear score is only like 143. And then I've got, according to Red, I've got only one area left after that.
That was fast. What did you fight?
Nothing, we just blew the barrels up.
Barrels?
Oh, we had to kill the last guy, but you just hit the barrel and it'll kill the enemy.
Oh man, that's fucking hot.
Yeah, so you have to stand there and fight him, waste time.
You know, man, it's nothing wrong with waste time, you know. But yeah, you're right. Oh shit, fire.
I think there may be.
Yeah, I'm in the second abandoned cloister, and I'm got my last room.
It seems like the goddess of war.
It's 9 levels fucking higher than me.
Honestly,
How y'all hold up? Hopefully better than I am.
I'll join you in your story quest soon.
I don't even know where the hell I am.
It's up.
Fucking spikes!
Crazy, man.
Trench danger. Oh, big ass. Bring that ass. God damn it. Who else wants more Debo? Fuck!
Sim guidance. I don't know who that is.
amazing.
Whatever.
Oh, is he healing?
They're playing on a computer.
Who's playing on the computer?
This other person.
Oh, smart. Wait a minute, I thought this didn't get...
Sam got.
Whoa. I thought this didn't get
Sam
crossplay.
get on a coffin.
It doesn't have region crossplay.
Why is the fucking Square
It doesn't
Enix
what?
a good idea?
I guess Sam get on a coffin's ready.
Ah, shit. Spikes.
They readied up on us.
What the fuck? God damn it.
Absolutely breathtaking.
I'm like Stitch right now, I'm
I'm sure
lost.
the enemy will think twice before their next attack.
Yeah, they're playing on a computer. Or they're playing on the Xbox. I don't know.
It's not on the Xbox.
Would you care for a little?
They said we come to the Xbox later.
It's on something. Cause they're
Gotta be PC.
They gotta.
PS5,
Yeah.
PS4, PS5, and PC. Or Steam, to be exact. That's the only shit this shite is on. Y'all left me behind. Like Blade Wolf.
Yeah, it's time.
Y'all left me behind like Blade Wolf in Metal Gear Rising.
Oh.
Lovely tactics, as always. Amazing. To have taken part in this momentous occasion.
Ooh, what did I get? I have that. Tranquil renewal. Oh. I can't feel my legs.
What are you doing, Red? You're muted.
Soloing Elpis.
Probably I could get that high score.
Yeah, the highest I've gotten right, it was just now 21,800. I need more damage. And I will do the same thing T70 is doing, but my shots heal me a lot, so I'm not gonna be able to heal unless I get hit often.
Right.
Ooh.
I'm getting healed with 200 ticks. Well, ticks that heal me for 200 points is what I mean. No, not tits. It's a lot of titty.
Okay, most rare. How in blue hell do I have two of the same arrows and the one that's 174 is more rare than the one that's 182?
I don't know, man. A lot of things in life I do not question.
Oh, there's a lot of things I question. Like,
just let it happen.
Is it wrong to put? I question a lot of things after, especially I'll be told a lot. You know that one scene from Rugrats where Angelica ate those cookies out of the dishwasher with themselves. I did have an accident like that one time. I ate those cookies. They did not make me sick. Actually, they tasted better with the poison.
What?
Oh, why do you keep bringing me up? Damn it.
Oh, shit. He's like, what?
I mean, I'm glad nothing happened. That's for sure.
No, nothing happened.
That's good.
Might be on account that food is...
Frazier keeps picking me up.
Keep doing it.
He's running across the screen and picking me up.
Probably because he's trying to get that sweet.
1:57.
Oh, right, gotta break this shit down.
Yo, my dodging never worked so fast, bruh. I was dodging, perfect dodging.
Yeah, you were.
That shit was working.
You gotta remember,
fast.
You gotta remember when they're hiring me, if you pick me up, I fall out faster.
Ah.
That's the downside to trying to finish the story so I can get better gear. Which I still didn't get. Everything's fucking below me.
It blows you.
Below
I'm
me.
fucking with you. I knew what you said. I just want to have an excuse to say that. I'm sorry, man. It's the lack of sleep talking. Stickiest of the icky. Can I upgrade this bow? Bow. The fuck is a porcupine? Armor piercer. Yeah, fuck it. Bada boom. Wait a minute, didn't I just get like motherfucker? Alright, I need to recycle apparently to find one stupid ass bronze idiot. Ignite. Idiot.
Goal of joy.
Man, I need to. I'm losing my goddamn mind here, fella. I'm singing. When I start singing and doing random dances, I need to go to bed. Most people, oh, you need to be on medication. Man, what the fuck is a medication?
Smoke some weed, you'll fall asleep.
Yeah. All right, got me that bronze agate.
Shabba dabba doo da.
Shabba dabba doo ba doo doo dabba dabba da. Shabba doo ba doo wait a minute, hold on. I think the strongest one I have a hammer that's at 195, and it's a divine arm, and I'm not about to mix that with that. Mixing the good ones with the bad ones. Can't do that. Then again, that is a pretty weak ass fucking hammer. 189.
Yeah, I'm at the Glory of Joy, Hydro.
And that's good. Eventually you can fight Elpis. Damn, we just lost that.
Oh, I was talking shit.
Y'all can fight Opus, and I can run like a bitch. Because unless I get some gear, it doesn't sound like I'll be going into Opus.
Put it up again, I'll switch to the Axis.
I probably don't even have enough to do this. I probably just fuck my fucking armor.
Crazy, I got a quest up if you want to run. I guess I'm on the last 4-story quest. Ish.
You know that you can name your loadouts? I named this one Slow and Glitchy.
What the fuck was that?
That's a good question.
Hey, what the fuck?
Chapter 33. KOS. Klaus hid in a room as we hear footsteps being dragged.
What the bloody hell is KOS?
What do you need? You need skirmishers? Pretty sure?
Nah, I'm reading something. The guy said that to look up. Oh, kickoff. No. Ah, kill on sight. Ah, that's a perfect episode chapter. Ah, that's a perfect title for that. Kill on sight. Ooh.
Dragged our way. We step out into the hallway and Rebecca stops walking as she stares at us. Nick. Phoenix, it isn't true. She pleaded for us to believe her, but I was having none of it. I want to believe you, sister. But your face tells a different story. Nick said.
Oh, my fucking... Oh,
Rebecca
shit.
gasped
Somebody readied up. I don't know who that is. Another computer failure.
Me and Nick calmly
007?
You cannot hide from us, Rebecca. I yelled out, but she continues to lift herself away. Nor can you run. I mocked. This ends now, Nick said as she turns a corner. We continue to follow Rebecca as she goes down the stairs. Her loud panting leading us to some basement. Me and Nick slowly walk down the stairs to see she was just standing there. I guess she accidentally cornered herself in a dead end. Tired of running, Nick asked her. I know how
Man,
much
Fraser got off last night and I didn't get to hear the Winter Soldier story.
Rebecca breathes out tidy. Plus,
I was sleepy, bruh.
don't worry.
You listened to Winter Soldier while you were sleeping?
I said. Nick held the blade up to Rebecca.
Yeah, he was listening to Avengers last night.
Very, very different.
Trust me, sister, you'll long for what the dagger offered.
I'm sorry, man. I'm
This.
probably misunderstanding something.
Nick held the blade up. With far less sensitive.
Hydra, I have the other build set up like mostly single target. This one's pretty good with AoE.
You don't have to do this.
That's good.
Rebecca said.
Yeah, we're doing a lot better.
After Nick plunges the blade into her heart, you'll be immobilized, imprisoned in a state of raw, inescapable anguish. Time loses all meaning. It's not unlike a living hell, which I find rather fitting given your treachery. I said with hate in my eyes. Then do it. If that's what you really want. Rebecca said, accepting her fate. Are we skipping the part where you beg for mercy? For forgiveness? Because I was really looking forward to that. Nick said as he got close to Rebecca. I'll pass. I know better than to think it would do me any good. She said. Really? I asked. At least make your punishment interesting.
Chest.
Usually you would get daggered for your treachery, but this time it's different. Nick had walked back to stand next to me. I wonder what your father would think of me surrendering without a fight. I taunted. My comment set something off for Rebecca because she sped to me and tried to attack me, but I grabbed her by the neck and thrown her through a wall behind her. She lays there in pain as she tries to recover herself.
Yeah, man.
Rebecca got back up and ran towards Nick with a pipe in her hand. She swings it against his face, making him drop down on one knee. Nick smirks to himself as he speeds back onto his feet. Rebecca went to hit him again with the pipe, but Nick blocked her attack and she ended up dropping her weapon. 4. Nick lifts Rebecca up in the air, then lets her body drop onto the ground. A vampire wish came down here with us, then someone put their hands on both my shoulders. I magically shove them away from me. I look over to see Marcel, who is now lying on the floor. Well, look who decided to show up and save their damsel in distress. Now that you're here, Rebecca will finally feel what I felt when I had to watch my daughter die. I said as I stalked over to him. Phoenix, it was my idea to summon with her. If you're gonna hurt anyone, it should be me. Rebecca said, bringing my attention to her. Such loyalty to your beloved.
Some players have some crazy names.
Nick spotted down so we can be closer. How useful it would have been 100 years ago. You know, if you had offered me even a fraction of the same, I wouldn't have to do this. Nick said. Nick raises his arm back, about to plunge the blade inside Rebecca. But before it could even reach her, Elijah guides the blade into Nick, then snaps my neck. 16. Share. Continue reading next part. Add. Vote. Cherub Duck. Peter. Someone groaning right next to me. I flutter my eyes open to see I'm in a room and laying on someone's bed. A wonderful skill that I shall be counting on very shortly. I hear Elijah say. I groan as I still feel pain in my neck, and then I try to move myself off the bed, but I ended up yelling in pain. I look down to see 2 wooden stakes in my stomach. Elijah and Cammy look in my direction. You see, Niklaus and Phoenix will be weak as they recover. So watch over them and feed them if you would, but slowly, please, and from your wrist. He told Cammy. 1. Don't you guys have bags of blood in storage? Cammy, I asked him. We do, but your blood is laced with vervain. So it will burn them. They'll ingest it slower. Perhaps you could use the time constructively, persuade them not to murder Rebecca. Elijah said. 6. I was still raging. Elijah will not stop me from avenging my daughter. And if I have to kill him to get to Rebecca, then so be it. Elijah leaned over Nick. Niklaus, it was not my desire to bring you pain, either of you, but I will not see you hurt Rebecca. Elijah said, but Nick didn't say anything, he just stares up at the ceiling. Now, I fear Sabine may be making a final move against us. I intend to find her and to end this. 1. Elijah, Nick whispered out. His voice was barely audible and it sounded like he... You will pay for this.
I have a quest going. I keep having quests going, but you're too busy messing around.
I wasn't messing around. I was,
Then so be it.
You ain't watching the board.
Yes, I was. I'm at the board.
Tilda.
Now?
No, I've been at the board the entire time,
Wow,
dude.
things I never thought I'd be doing. Feeding vampires.
I come in and I throw up a quest right away.
But I was there.
Because I'm trying to get...
Move your bloody wrist
Probably
away.
were. You weren't watching the board.
I do not want any of your vervain blood anywhere near my mouth. I said, and she moves her wrist to Nick's mouth. 5.
Ooh, 46.
16-year-old self would think I'm really cool right now. Hammy said. Nick grabbed her arm and bit into her wrist. Slow down. Okay. Doesn't the vervain burn? She asked as Nick pulls away from her wrist. 1. As you may have yet to realize, Cammy, the line between what brings us pain and what sustains is far thinner than one imagines. Nick said, and his voice was extremely dry. You talking about my blood or your need to hunt down the people you love the most? Cammy asked. I'm too weak for one of your talks right now. Nick said. She's your sister. How can you hate her? How can either of you hate her? She asked us. Because she has done what no else has managed to do to us for 1,000 years, she ripped our hearts out. I said, and Nick told us his memory of giving Rebecca and Marcel the okay to be together finally.
I used all of my strength to grab the stake and yank it out of my body. I yelled out in pain for a few seconds before I calmed down and watched as I healed. I did the same thing again for the last stake, then I laid in the bed for a while so I can recover. 2. I got out the bed and dragged myself into Nick's room where I had stashed some extra clothing.
Yeah, I'll just dodge.
I sped out of the abattoir and grabbed a random woman off the street. We went to an alleyway where I proceeded to bite into her neck, drinking her blood. I hear a whoosh come near me, and I pull away to see Nick standing behind the woman. He didn't really ask if I wanted to share her. He just went to the other side of her neck and bit into her. I also went to bite in her neck again, and we drink her blood very quickly. What are you doing? I hear Cammy say behind us. Me and Nick pull away from the human and drop her body to the ground. Do you really have to ask us when you know what we are about to do? I said to her, we're going to kill my sister, but first, I needed some substance with a little less vervain in it. No offense. Klaus said. When Davina showed me all you did me, all you took from me, I wanted to kill you. I even thought about burying that blade in you like the witches asked me to, but I didn't. I stopped. I thought. I weighed the good I see in you versus the horrible things I know you've done, and I realized if I hurt you, I'd be filled with terrible regret. You will, too, if you hurt your sister, Klaus. As a person who has lost a sibling, who has felt that pain, you won't survive if you're the one who kills her. Cammy preached to Nick. 14. I stepped up beside Klaus to look at Cammy.
Hydra, you the only one joining? I guess so.
Got their freedom taken from them when compelled. You are not the only person Klaus is compelled to help him out.
Oh yeah, it's game time.
So move on from your hatred because it's starting to get old. And you talk about how Nick will be hurt if he kills his sister. Well, it's too late. Rebecca already tried that and caused them to lose their home here. He also caused me to lose a daughter. Even if Klaus doesn't kill Rebecca, what's that to stop me from killing her too? My daughter will not die because
what the fuck?
Rebecca will pay with her life for taking her from me. I yelled back.
Oh, this
You can't spend the rest of your life hunting down and terrorizing Rebecca.
fucking mission is
They'll both become
12
just like
levels.
And let me show you.
And it's got a motherfucking dragon right off the start.
I told her and held both my hands on her head and showed her my memory.
Can't even fucking hurt it.
I assure you, Neil, we will not terrorize my sister and her lover for centuries. Nor will we humiliate and torment or dehumanize them. No, none of that. We will simply and quickly end them.
I'm running like a bitch, I'm sorry, Hydro.
1. Continue reading next part. It's like the vampire which hybrid as well. But this Enix we're talking about here. I'm not going to give those boring vampire eyes. So, I gave her Scara eyes. Let's all pretend veins are showing underneath. 7.
I can't even soul snatch it.
Walked into the cemetery, already knowing she would be here in search of me. Nick has pulled out a white oak stake that can't be destroyed. Rebecca. Nick yelled out. We turn a corner. Cherish the breath in your lungs. It'll be your last.
Oh, he blew me off the edge. You son of a
I
bitch.
hate it when that fucking happens. Fucking the wagon.
Leave us now.
It does it a lot.
Elijah said.
Especially when you're dealing with the dragons.
I can't.
If only you could shove a
I'm
rod up
stuck
your
here.
ass.
Rebecca said.
Yeah, I can't do
Nick
shit.
held the stake up to her.
Alright.
Elijah, he has a white oak stake. I brought it for you, sister. Nick said as he stalked closer to them. Get out of their sight. Your presence here only serves to anger him. Leave them to me now. Elijah told her, and she sped off. Elijah stood in a defensive position holding up Papa Pat's blade. I'm asking you, speak less brother to brother, to end this nonsense now. You would side with that murderer? I asked him as I pointed at the direction Rebecca left me. I am not choosing sides, but I will not allow you to hurt Rebecca. Elijah says. 4.
Ooh, get Sturlock, son!
We are trapped in the cemetery, Elijah. How long
God
do you
damn,
think
I ain't
it
never
will
run like a fucking coward in my life. Holy shit.
4. Me and Nick sped away, and I was yanked back and thrown away from the direction Rebecca had went. I quickly got up and stared at Elijah.
Yeah, but Hydra's getting fucked up, man.
By
I can't help.
I could get past you.
That's the lowest I've ever seen his fucking health.
What you gonna do?
I could get past you, although it might have to be over your dead body. You did stab me with that blade. I could get past you, although it might have to be over your dead body. You did stab me with that blade.
Blake, you're going to push that out. Nicholas, I know you and I've been fighting you. I can't be beaten or further persuaded. You cannot get past me. Elijah said that the Nicholas couldn't fight each other. I could get past you, although it might have to be over your dead body. You did stab me with that blade, forcing me to endure hours of unspeakable pain. Perhaps I should direct my rage towards you. Nick said, then help the seat towards Elijah. You should see yourself from where the...
Fuck no.
I stood
What do
up
you
and
mean?
looked at
Did
Elijah.
y'all? Did he?
This is not compelling.
No, he ain't beat the dragon yet.
Rebecca's actions justify our anger. This was that of the mother.
He got it down to a little under half.
You were never the recipient of his ability. None of you were not fully. None of you. Nick yelled out, leaving Elijah speechless. I think you've forgotten what he was truly like. No, I have not forgotten. You were also like 9. Mary Rose Spellman. The 52. Niklaus, Enix, I understand your anger, but I implore you to be better than you do. Demonstrate the grace of mercy rather than this petty. You ask me to show mercy to one who has wronged you. You really don't know me, you brother. Nick said, I will do what Mikhail has failed to do. I will kill Rebecca by any means necessary, and if anyone gets in my way, they will die alongside her. I said, then shuffling his head behind him. Enough. Rebecca said as she came up to us. Finally decided to come out of hiding. I asked her. Whatever
Hey, grab those spikes.
Is nothing.
I am.
You're damned with that shit.
You want revenge? Fine, but before you have it, I will look you in the eye and tell you why it was your cruelty and your spite that led us here. Rebecca said she stares Klaus down. 3. Go on, then. Speak your piece, and when you are finished, I will grant you the punishment you deserve, even if I have to go through Elijah to do so. Nick said, Hilda, this third scene is hilarious to me. Hilda said, let it begin, the trial of Rebecca McKelvey. Nick said as he sits on top of the tomb like every human judge do. I was sitting on another tomb pretending to be the jury in this case against Rebecca, and I refused so she could be there. What a relief. His ego is in check. Rebecca mocked.
Oh, the spike fuck.
Speak your truth. I'll make that himself. Elijah said,
Oh,
you stand accused of betraying your oath to a young child to die in the process. How do you plead? Nick said, I plead you to shut up and listen. Rebecca said, Speak. You summoned your father. Walked into our house. What possible defense could you have? I asked her. I knew he was the only thing that could escape, and I wanted him to run. She told me. Because you hated me. Nick said.
Hydra,
Because you were hateful.
Yeah.
You denied
I beat your score.
Rebecca says.
You're already ahead of me.
By a little, but I beat it.
We are outside.
It's because you soloed it, huh?
I had T70 with me, but we haven't been able to get that 22k till now.
Because next it teamed you the freedom to love.
I did upgrade my bows before we went in again.
It's called Michael.
So I think if I keep upgrading my bows, I might just be able to get a better one.
Next it teamed you the freedom to love. Why would you even continue to try and find love when you knew in your head that you would have to leave the city soon?
Yeah, it's taking us like half an hour to kill this dragon.
Yes, you guys stay here for 300 years, but during the first 3 decades you must have thought you would be meeting soon, so Michael will never find you.
It only dropped the spikes once and I threw everyone at him.
He even gave permission to your bloody relationship with Marcel, because he believed that you guys finally had a home and you did not have to run away anymore. He was being cruel and controlling and mean. Rebecca yelled back at me.
3-second res.
I was trying to protect you.
Picking me up, so I still have all my reses.
For judgment. Nick yelled out. And what about the one that you
Okay. I don't know what
Why did you forbid me to live
took the
myself?
last hit, but I think I might have got an arrow.
Do not mention his name. What has happened to you?
Those are the levels why I don't like not being.
You say you despise Rebecca for her betrayal, and yet no one has stood by your side for so long, not even I myself. Perhaps it's you that's forgotten. I remember the day Father caught you whittling little chess pieces with his hunting knife.
I'm probably gonna get off here and make some lunch.
For so long, I actually
I'll be
feared
back
for
on
your
after.
life. Marcel did not
Alright,
manipulate
man.
you. It was Marcel who told you that he was the reason Papa's hunt came into New Orleans. Am I right? I said, and she looked at me shocked. You're wondering how I knew that piece of information. Well, it was quite easy to get inside your head. And you call yourself original. You're a failure as a vampire, Rebecca. If you want, I can end you right here and now. Just give me the word. I went to drop down from the tomb, but Elijah stood up in front of
Ooh,
Rebecca.
I will end you.
Making back off. We loved each other. It was Klaus' refusal to respect. You want me to renounce Marcel? To beg for your forgiveness? I won't. Marcel is not at fault. I called Michael. Rebecca said. Rebecca, you must, Elijah started to say, but Rebecca continued. Me and Klaus sped off the tombs and towards Rebecca. Nick pushes her against a tombstone and was about to plunge the white oak stake into her heart, but Elijah rushed over and tackled him off her.
Red, you got up there, man. You were 20 last night.
And bit into Nick, giving her my special hybrid venom. Rebecca screamed out, I pain alerting Elijah, and he quickly came up to us and threw me off her. I landed beside
You gotta be in the top 3 to get the thing, huh?
No, top
I
100.
watch as Elijah holds up Papa Tom's blade and the white oak stake. Sister, leave us. Elijah demanded. I won't go. Rebecca said as she checks on her wound, and to see that it is completely healed. Well, that's what she thinks. You will start to hallucinate every person that she has screwed over on the past, and it will never stop until she kills herself. I said, leave us, please. Elijah repeated, and Rebecca finally leaves. You wouldn't listen to her. So now you must deal with me. I didn't mean for your daughter to die. I just wanted Klaus to be on the run. Managed to get Papa Tom's blade and Elijah, and I turned around hearing something behind me. I turned to see Rebecca coming from behind a tombstone, holding the white oak stake. That was supposed to be my line. She said then, held the stake in the air. Now I have this. So I decide who lives and who dies. I'm taking out that blade. She said. Plus, you'll have to kill one of us to do so. Why not finish what you have stated?
Killed my daughter a century ago. Why not kill the mother as well? At least you will be free of the guilt of causing a 3-year-old to die. I said. I didn't mean for your
Put it
daughter
up,
to
but I think
die.
I'll be waiting a while.
I just wanted Klaus to be a liar. You wanted revenge. You
I
drove me
got
to a
2
tree,
left,
and
fucking
now you want
red.
to twist it and make it worse so you can justify killing me instead of accepting your own fault. All I did was love your friend. You could have been happy for us, but instead in your paranoia, you feared losing us both, and, because of that, you did. There is no one else to blame, Nick, only you. Rebecca said. Where is Marcel now? Nick asked her. I thought he loved you, and yet he left you trapped in here with us. You against us. It's hardly a fair fight, is it? I mean, perhaps, if Marcel were here, you'd stand a chance, but I expect he's already found another girl, no doubt younger and prettier. Nick taunted. 6. You take joy in other people's pain, and then you wonder why I hate you. Rebecca said as she moves around us, pointing the stake at us. Yes, and that led you to do what you did. I said as me, and Nick got closer to her as she keeps backing away from us. Admit the truth. Admit you wanted me dead. Nick said. I wanted you to run, that is all, despite your delusions. Rebecca said. I gestured to Elijah. Elijah lies suffering, and I will allow you to help him. All you have to do is admit it. I begged of her. You're insane, she commented. I pointed my finger at her. Yes. Yes. We are vicious, heartless monster, and so you summoned Michael to kill my daughter. Admit it. I yelled at her. 18. It's not true. Rebecca yelled back. You know what you did. Admit it. Nick said. I didn't. Rebecca denied. You wanted her dead. You wanted me dead. Me and Nick yelled at her at the same time. I sat in front of a tombstone and just stared at it. Eric and Rose Young 5. My mouth was open as I let out a silent sob. I miss her so much that it makes me want to kill myself just to be with her. I laid down and just cried to myself as I rehear Eric screaming in pain and imagine my daughter hurting,
What do
her
you
head
want?
being ripped out.
I don't speak cat.
A couple minutes later, I see a pair of shoes stop in front of me, and I look up to Nick staring down at me. He held out his hand for me to take, and I shakily take it. He pulled up to him and brought me into a comforting hug as I continued to cry. How? Call it a gut feeling. Me and Nick walked back into the abattoir hand in hand to see a crowd of vampires in the open area. Is there a reason you are loitering in my home? I asked them to be here. Nick turned us around to face Mark. Yeah. Well, this is my town. You may want me to beg forgiveness, but I'm not sorry. I may not be able to beat you guys, but I came here to face you, to end this in front of my people. Marcel gestured to all the vampires here. If you're gonna kill me for that, get on with it. 9. Nick and Marcel just stare at each other for a good minute before Nick started walking away from Marcel, pulling me along with him and into his room. Continue reading next part. Add.
Looks like I got logged. Looks
New
like I'm not
reading
logging
list.
in, boys.